Yep, calling Vampyr. This is a live stream, so yeah. If you're watching that video, I can pickpocket you. I mean, you ain't using it. Sorry. But yeah, we have objectives over in the right corner. It says a rat in the hospital. Talk to Edgar, Swanza. The harder they fall, interrogate about metaphors. I don't know how it is, but we will do this in this live stream. But we gotta talk to Edgar. Oh, that's all. But we're gonna talk to Swanza. So I gotta interrogate everyone.
Good evening, Doctor. Doctor, I am Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
So we don't know everyone. We gotta interrogate everyone. Not interrogate, but get to know everyone. Because I don't know everyone here. I mean, this is not a bad game.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Does my arrival...
Let us just...
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
You look more and more like Dracula or a vampire. Okay, Milton. Alright, talk to him.
Good evening, nurse. And I'm Dr.
Well...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency?
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you...
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
The daily routine.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You gasped.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
You're disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you...
I was not...
You remain...
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
It's locked.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Not any...
What do you mean?
No.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Let's talk to Edgar.
Good evening, sir. Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Talk to Edgar. Wait till I finish.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Supernatural friend.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
No. Vampires are, living paradox. Their words bring comfort.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Vampyr.
This is amazing. We're forgiving each other. No need to apologize.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Talk to benefactor.
I cannot enter.
It's a nice place. Check that side.
It's locked.
Flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Oh, that's the way before.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent Appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air.
Which is her?
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Let's see. I feel fiancé.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the Scarlet Nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
Here, John.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Glad.
So lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us. Less resignation, and more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look exhausted. Bred with no respect. What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet
Oh,
Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was it a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. Our sin of scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones.
Oh, God.
You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
So there's a rat in here.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Okay, so I already got Pepper. Pepper's Hawkins. Now what's Dorothy? I think Gwyneth and that's a girl name, isn't it?
Good evening, madam. Goodbye, Mrs. Goswell.
Oh, they ain't. There's Pepper.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have some truth.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual. Especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
What can you tell me about the street?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets. The flower's dying. It needs water. It's locked, all right.
Okay. Well, my brother's, I'm at 30 minutes. Wow. I had to do something, y'all. I had to do something, so my brother was playing, so he probably didn't know what to do. And interrogate Dorothy. Alright, interrogate her. Where are they? Oh, cool.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets. Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Did he really?
Oh,
I see.
you must...
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from varied...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
That leaves... Hey, Kaleo. Dorothy.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital.
Oswald,
How long?
I can't...
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Who is that?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
No, she didn't leave. She just left. Yep, she left. So, search continues. So after this, whatever I'm doing now, I'm going to get off because I had to do something. So.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
What's happening?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh, that's how you load. How do I crawl? Whoa.
What sort of creature is this?
I'm gonna save the wolf. Awesome dog.
Here's what's left. Not a lot. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
But is that a wolf?
What is Nurse Crane up to?
That's totally
I really
a dog.
must find her.
Like, that's 100% a dog. That's a wolf. That's a werewolf. I'm not even playing. That gotta be a wolf. Sorry,
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, that's how you heal?
sorry.
And
Who the fuck
I
did
heard
this?
something. Oh, there's a. I don't know what I fought.
Yo.
I'll show you what I fought. This is what I fought.
Kill that. Can you
Wait,
take it out of
I
noir mode?
It was just here.
Jesus. It must have crawled away.
It was a dog. Like a mutated sewer. It's a sewer. And it was a wolf.
That's why I'm mutant or something.
Do not I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Oh, he just saw me, vampire.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you.
Oh,
do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Citizen rescue. Okay. Now get out. Is he gonna... So... make sure you light the stream. It will help that person, but you left, it's fine. So there gotta be vampires in here. I mean, not vampires, werewolves in here. God, this fought a werewolf. It just says sewer monster, but that was like 1% a werewolf. Or like a wolf. I'm trying to shine. Why am I already over here?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me.
You know who I am. Like that. That's fine.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay.
Give medicine. Oh, you got medicine?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Good day. Got that. Am I low on health? I need a rat or something. Oh, I gotta go to White Chapel. Okay. We see that for the next live stream. So, if you like the video, please subscribe, comment, like, and if you watch that live stream, thanks for staying and tuning in. So, the next video or live stream, we're gonna explore in the Whitechapel, or the streets of Whitechapel. So yeah, like I said before, peace. And by the way, I'm going to do more Fortnite videos. I'm doing this montage thinking about doing montage. I did like a couple clips and a couple cool kills that I did with the Marvel skins so far. So yeah, look out for those videos that I will post. So yeah, like I said before,